having watched you, I know that you have such a passion for Vivekananda, and it's very infectious because it's renewed my passion. And I wanted to know the phrase that he said, that give me 100 Nachiketas and I will change the world. And my question is, if you can, who Nachiketa was, what were the qualities that he had, and basically in what context did Vivekananda say that particular phrase?
First of all, let me, before I even develop the idea of why Vivekananda was so fixated on Nachiketa and why he loves Nachiketa, is because, you see, the scriptures of Hinduism, there are two sets. One are called the Smriti scriptures, the other is called Shruti scriptures. The Shruti scriptures are the scriptures of authority, they are philosophically oriented and very sweet and flow like poetry. Beautiful stuff. So if you want to understand Hinduism, you must one of these days come across some Upanishad and read it. And one very famous Upanishad that kind of draws me and is part of the A-level Hinduism syllabus, the very part of A-level Hinduism, is called Kathopanishad. In the Kathopanishad, there is a story of a little chap, I think about 5-year-old boy, who was very inquisitive, but he also showed certain characteristics that Vivekananda wanted to see in the youth of modern India. So what were the characteristics? Let me do the story. Nachiketa saw that his father was following religion in a superficial manner. Like many people, families, the father and mother, they do religion only as superficial exercise. They don't really believe in it, they don't want to follow it, they just do it as a matter of kind of tradition, nothing more, just a token gesture. And Nachiketa saw his father was using religion as an external, purely superficial. So he kept getting, he was a little chap, 5-year-old, but very, clear thinker. He said, Father, in this yagna, you are supposed to give away the best thing that you possess. That was the aim of the yagna, to give away everything I possess. The best of everything I possess, I'm going to give it away. That means true yagna. I'm giving up the best things that I have. That's the father was supposed to do. But what the father was doing is that those cows that stopped giving milk, he was giving them away because they're useless. Who's going to feed them? So let them go. So the boy told his father, Father, I'm your son, the only son. That's the best thing you got is me, your best son, the only son. So who are you giving me to? That's a rude thing to ask a father, saying, give me in charity too. Father got angry, and he was using Sanskrit, but I'm using Gujarati. He said, Marija. Means go die. So the little boy said, I will follow father. I will do that. This is just a story. Follow the story. It's a fun story. So little Nachiketa went to the kingdom of death. The king of death is Yama. He went to his doorstep. He knew this. He checked up his A to Z address. Yes, that's where Yama lives. He went to his address, knocked on the door. Yama was out collecting souls. Somebody had a lot of plague somewhere. Souls where he was collecting. He was away. And Nachiketa stood for 3 days at the doorstep. Finally, Yama came. He said, my boy, you are here. You are not eaten, drunk, and you are sitting here 3 days. Oh dear, let me give you 3 boons. 3 wishes I'll grant you because you spent 3 days. This is the lovely of bringing very deep ideas to this story. So for the first boon, Nachiketa said, look, even though my father is angry with me, I'm a practical fellow. I don't want to die. He must be, Sindhi or Gujarati. But I want to go back. So the king of death said, okay, you can go back, don't worry. Second thing, he said, what happens when we die? I want to know whether you go to heaven and what yagna to do to go to heaven. Yama said, I'll sort that out for you as well. For the third wish, the boy said, give me the secret of immortality. I don't want to be born again and again and go through this cycle. Tell me the secret of immortality. I've come for that. Yama said, this little chap is asking for very heavy things. He's asking for the highest. He wants to become immortal. Not in a kind of rude way. He just wanted to learn the secret. He's fed up of being buffeted around. Reincarnation. So he said, give me a solution. And here, the king of death, Yama said, my boy, come here. You are a sweet little fellow. Look, I'll give you lots of princesses, sweet-looking princesses, wearing kurtas and whatever, and marry them off to you, my boy. I'll give you lots of sweet princesses, chariots of gold and dancing girls. Maybe he was talking Bollywood already. I'll give you all this and the kingdom of the whole world for 1,000 years. Don't ask this difficult question. I'll give you all this, my boy. And the little boy said, Look at, this is why Vivekananda liked Nachiketa. He said, oh, king of death, Yama, keep your dancing girls. Give me the answer to my question. I'm looking for permanent resolution of the human condition, not temporary nonsense. Don't buy me out. You can't bribe me. When he said that, the king of death smiled. He said, this is what Nachiketa stands for. The things that we require to make spiritual progress, to become truly giants, are twofold. Vivek, Vairagya. Power of discriminating between what is temporary and what is permanent. You are looking for a permanent resolution. And the second thing we require is dispassion. So when you are saying, okay, I'll buy you this thing, I'll give you girls to marry and gold and dancing girls, he said, keep them. Dispassion. When I want to resolve the human condition, you can't buy me out, you can't bribe me. Dispassion and Vivek and Vairagya. This is what we all require. So this is what Vivekananda said. He said, if you give me 100 youngsters like Nachiketa, who are established in dispassion, thoroughly detached and discriminating, Vivek and Vairagya, then I can change the face of the world. But you may think 100 Nachiketa may be easy. They are not easy. Try and find people who are fired up. You see, I meet a lot of youth, a lot of youngsters, but their relation with their religion is almost temporary, almost trivial. When they see youngsters with fire in their bellies, I mean business, fire in their bellies, they mean business. They don't want to believe and die, they want to do something about it. When I find youngsters like that, my eyes light up. These are the Nachiketas of the modern time. And I'm hoping that this kind of programs will encourage lots of youngsters to become more steadfast, more sure about themselves, and try to resolve the human issues by hanging on to these two powerful tools of Vivek and Vairagya, discrimination and dispassion. Just 100 of them can change the face of the world. Look, if one Vivekananda can thunder and really make the whole of... Look, do you know why Hinduism woke up? India woke up. Who woke them up? One Vivekananda. It is because of Vivekananda the whole nation rose. All the social reforms, including Gandhi, came about because of Vivekananda. Check Gandhi. He says because of Vivekananda. Because Vivekananda inspired, woke up a whole nation that had gone to sleep. He shook them up and made them come alive. Let me finish with one particular sentence of Swami Vivekananda. You see why he's such a powerful giant. He said, they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. See? When we live for our little limited family, small circle of friends and family we are becoming narrow, small, mean, and losing our vibrancy. When we begin to live for others, not just my family, but live for people I don't even know, I just love humanity. When I begin to live for others, I come alive. When I narrow myself down, I'm actually in a way sniffing out the life force in me. I'm losing the spiritual dimension to my being.